I shook up the world! I shook up the world! I shook up the world!
Hey there, boxing fans. Welcome back to another round of Manny Boxing World. And in today's round, we're going to be talking about the robbery that happened with Rolly Rolando Romero and Ishmael Barroso. And we're also going to be talking about Paulie Malignaggi's thoughts about what happened. And we're also going to be talking about my message to the Pro Box TV family, so they could, so if it does happen again, we could do something about it, or we cannot do something about it. We could also give a consolation prize to the person that got robbed. And I'm going to show you guys a video of Paulie Malignaggi at first, so keep watching all of it, and then I'm going to tell you what we can do to do the consolation prize. But before that, if you guys can subscribe, please punch and knock out that subscription button. That way you will never see it again. And also ding the notification bell. That way you will never miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to the round. Ding, ding.
Remember, just to go to show you the things, you never know what people are going through in life, and you never know, like, this is why you shouldn't screw these fighters out of decisions and out of situations like this, because a lot of fighters, most fighters come from very tough situations, difficult situations, and this boxing crap is their only way out of it. I'm going to tell you when I first saw Ishmael Barroso at the weigh-in for the Yusuf Kinda fight, a fight which he wound up winning and upsetting the prospect. Unfortunately, Barroso's always had to be, he's had a pretty low budget, low level management promotional team that has always just flipped the B-side on him. Unfortunately, in boxing, one of the dirtiest things we have in boxing is people that sign fighters. They don't have TV dates, and they just hold on to them, and they just wait for them to become opponents, to get calls to get opponents, because they can't move them themselves. And so what happens to these guys? They can never fight often enough to build up enough of a savings to, you know, be comfortable from boxing. And this is why guys eventually have to go get jobs or whatever. It just becomes very, very difficult. And then some guys have very tough circumstances, and really boxing is their only way out. So when they end up with these managers or promoters that just lock them into deals and then can't get them dates, don't get them dates, and literally only make them opponents, it gets harder, especially when those guys are punchers like Barroso. Nobody's gonna knock on your door asking for Ishmael Barroso as an opponent. He was fortunate enough this week because it was literally a last minute thing, and Showtime needed a last minute opponent, and Barroso was able to get that call. But I'll go back, and nonetheless, I thought the knockdown was a push down, but okay, you can forgive that mistake, but you cannot forgive the stoppage. I mean, guys, this has been a theme in boxing. It's been horrible, and we constantly talk about it. And the reason it's not a mistake, the reason when people talk about judges, oh, what was he thinking? Or when a ref makes it, what was he thinking? Nah, bro, they were thinking. All right, because here's my problem, okay? And I personally like 20 weeks, okay? But here's my problem, bro. These mistakes never happen for the benefit of the B side. If these were real mistakes, these mistakes would happen for the benefit of the A side and the B side. Instead, they only always happen for the benefit of the A side. And for that reason, they are not mistakes. Nobody on earth can convince me these things have these bad random scorecards or these bad random referee calls. First of all, this is the worst referee call I've ever seen. Barroso's not even hurt, bro. Barroso's not even hurt. He's fighting back. He's punching back. He's just fatigued. He's not hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like, that stoppage was criminal, bro. And when you put it into play in terms of what Barroso needs in his life, and how badly Barroso probably needed this win, and then when you put into play how much he's probably getting screwed by whatever team has him, you know, at whatever money he did get for this fight, how much he's probably getting screwed out of it, out of a high percentage of it. So he could have definitively used this title win, and for so many reasons. And that's not the reason you give it to him just because a guy needs it, just because, you know, he's got a sob story. He deserves it because he would have deserved it because he would have won the fight possibly. Also, you rob Rolly of possibly maybe getting a real stoppage, because again, I thought of these kind of politics, and it's a shame. And it's absolutely criminal. For me, it's absolutely criminal what they did to Ishmael Barroso. We can talk about the same things we always talk about. Yeah, they need to investigate it. They need to do all this. They never do shit, bro. These commissions never do anything, man. It's just a dog and pony show, and that's why it's so annoying to watch it, man. It's getting so annoying to watch this sport, and when they just do it to you right in front of your face, bro. They make a jerk off out of all of us fans. Like, we're watching the same thing you're watching, bro. You make a jerk off out of us like that. How do you stop that fight, bro? How do you stop that fight? Where in your right mind do you see the stoppage of that fight? That was absolutely criminal. It was not incompetence, dude. That was criminal. Nobody's that stupid, bro. And like I said, if it was about...
Let's go, champ! Let's go, champ!
Alright guys, you seen the video. I'm not saying that Ishmael Barroso would have won the fight, but they did rob us from the conclusion because they didn't make it to the other rounds. And who knows, maybe Barroso would have, maybe he wasn't hurt, maybe he was hurt, but it didn't seem like he was hurt. And I wish that we could give the people that get robbed a consolation prize, because that is true what Paulie Malignaggi said, that a lot of these boxers are not paid well and they're not moved right. Their promotions are not as good as others, and basically they're at the mercy of the boxing world. And I wish we could do something about it, and I believe that we can. If we make an app kind of like where all the content creators from YouTube, they get like the Cash app, and you know, we could give them some money. What if there was like 200,000 people watching this fight? And there was an outrage, right, guys? Everybody didn't like that call. I seen it all over YouTube where nobody liked this call. All the top creators, Blue Blood Sports, Fanon, Fight Hype, Paulie Malignaggi, Pro Box TV, what's it called? All the top guys, nobody liked the fight. Even the lower guys, no one liked this call. No one liked the call. Okay, what if we could all make this app where we give the loser, like, what, say it's 200,000 people watching, right? And everybody gives $1. That's $200,000 for the person that got robbed. I mean, I'm gonna give more because I think that is disgusting. And if somebody gets robbed like that, I'm personally giving $20 or maybe even more. It all depends of how the stoppage was. And this was the worst call I've seen in a very, very long time. Actually, no. Sorry, this was the worst call I ever seen in my whole life. And I seen boxing, I seen Joe Frazier versus Muhammad Ali won like 50 times already. I cannot get tired of that fight. But yeah, guys, I wish we could give a consolation prize to the loser and anybody that gets robbed. And not just that, not the consolation prize, not just the consolation prize to the loser. What if we give some money for good performances to these lower level boxers that don't really get paid much? But if we find that fight interesting and entertaining, I'll give some money to that fight as well, because I know how firsthand, I mean, I used to box a while back and I know how hard it is. You get hit, you know, like a lot of these content creators, they never really laced up a pair of gloves, maybe just Southpaw 773, but everybody else hasn't really fought anybody or even tried to train. And that's the reason I look out for these boxers more than any other content creator, because I actually boxed before and it's not easy. You know, you get hit, you get well, I never got knocked down or knocked out, but I only sparred for like 2 years, so it's not enough. It's not like a professional level. But I know Paulie, he's been robbed before with Juan Diaz, and a lot of other boxers get robbed, and I'm pretty sure they would hate for people to keep getting robbed, especially if they got robbed themselves. Also, guys, say 200,000 people are watching and they all give $5. That's $1 million for the person that got robbed. That's good. It'll probably make a lot of the fighters try to fight more, like take more risk, because if they get robbed during that fight, they're still gonna get paid. Because, you know, me as a boxing fan, I don't take that, and I believe if we do that, they would get a lot better fights, because we have the power now to pay the person that got robbed. You know, the fans got the power to do that, and that was injustice with Barroso and Rolly. If we had this app, I would have gave personally $20 to Barroso, so he would have been $20 richer just by me. Imagine other people, content creator, and I don't even make that much money. There's a lot of content creators that make a lot more money, and yeah, you know, we could do this. And I just love boxing. I love boxing this much that I had to make this video. I wouldn't really pitch this idea to any other platform, because I believe that Pro Box TV is gonna be the one that could use it the most. And I believe that they start doing this, all the other platforms will follow suit. I believe, yeah, Pro Box has they could use it the most, because most of their fighters are barely starting, and you know, like, they got more chances. But if we see any robberies and stuff like that, we could take that into our hands, so people don't really tend to rob these fights. Or they'd be like, well, if I get robbed, I'm still gonna get paid, so they're gonna go take the fight, kind of like Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence. So if we have this app, I'm pretty sure we could have the Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford fight happen, because Terence Crawford is probably scared of not getting paid and all that stuff. But if he wins a fight and he gets robbed, I'm giving Terence Crawford some money. or vice versa. So I mean, what do you guys think? You guys don't? I think this thing is gonna work, guys. I'm just, believe me, I really doesn't make sense for it not to work. Guys, if we had this app, even at the lowest, I believe Ishmael Barroso could have left with at least 50K, you know, something like that. You know, even if like a lot of people ain't gonna give nothing, what's a dollar, guys? Come on, what's a dollar between like 100,000 people? Even if 50 cents, 100,000 people, 50 cents, that's 50 grand. You know, for getting robbed, I believe that is fair. Guys, by working together, we can make this happen, okay? Instead of just saying it's unjust, it's not right, we could make things happen, like screw the promoters. Okay guys, that's all I really have for you guys today. Please comment below if you guys think this concept is going to work, which I believe is going to work. But I'm a very small channel. I need your guys' help with the bigger channel. Whoever you are, if you want to help, go ahead. If you're a fan of boxing, please help us, because this is the only way to do that. I hate having fighters being unjust and not giving the right decisions, but if they get paid, I think it's gonna change the game for the good. All right guys, but that's all I really have for you guys today. If you guys have any comments, comment below, and hopefully Paulie Malignaggi and the ProBox TV family hears this message, and hopefully I think that you guys think it's a great idea, and I believe so it is. But if nobody wants to help me, I'm gonna try to do this by myself, I guess. Alright guys, that's all I really have for you guys today. If you guys didn't subscribe, please punch the subscription button and knock it out so you'll never see it again. And ding the notification bell, that way you will never miss any of my new boxing videos. Alright guys, let's get to, the bell has ended. Alright guys, ding ding.